Okay.
So we made it.
Yeah, this far so far.
We're at the top.
This is as top as you can get because of water back there.
Exactly. I mean, it's nice to get up there, but what I want to talk to you about is how'd you get involved with your products and your health and the whole bit?
Well, as you know, that I've been I've had diabetes for several years now, going 6 or 8 years now, and so progressively being a degenerative type of disease. And first it started out with one sugar pill or glipizide or whatever the brand is, and then it eventually went up to 2 and so forth. It keeps going on. Maybe causing it themselves by what the pills they give. But anyway, I started doing that, and the more it progressed, when I went to 3 and 4 pills, then I started looking around, and I heard about the enzyme treatment that because of the pancreas, when it creates the enzymes, that starts weakening and producing less enzymes, and so the gut process of sugar. So that interested me. That's about 3 or 4 years ago when I started looking about enzymes. And every now and then I get in the internet and somebody will catch my eye about enzymes, this and that. But never, I saw some products that offered a treatment sort of, don't want to get involved in that kind of stuff.
Right.
So then later I just continued on, and it so happened that when you called me, you had something to go see, and there in the presentation, Susie was there and Claudia was there also. And so when the first thing Susie mentions, and Susie says that product is mainly enzymes, right away I said, oh, it is. And they said all the products contain enzymes. I said, oh, that really. And also, as I mentioned, that what really interested me was because my mom, she's now 89 years old, yeah, and so she's still at home. A couple of weeks before that, she had fallen and hurt herself on the edge of the bed with a big bruise. And so she was in bed. She didn't break anything, but she was being 89 or 88 at the time. She was frail. And Gloria mentioned about her mom that she was on 82 or something. Yeah, and she had been bad, and she didn't want to go back. And she did go back, but they started taking the products and giving to her. And then so she mentioned she started walking,
Right.
Yeah, and that before long, she said, I just talked to her on Tuesday, and then they still take her to the plaza, and now the daughters leave her walking because they can't keep up with her.
It's funny because she stands up and starts dancing around.
Yes, also, yeah. And so as soon as she said, that her mom was in a wheelchair, they have my mom on a wheelchair every now and then. And right away I thought, not of myself, but of my mom. And so she was okay with it, so I started using it, and I went ahead and started using the product. Mainly also to give it to my mom, and so she started. I started giving her the repairs along because I heard you can't give a ticket with medication, so I gave it to her, and it was kind of sad or kind of funny in retrospect. My brother, my youngest brother, went in and he saw my mom there, and he looks and he said, oh, "This is the last we're gonna see of her." Like it's already in trouble there. Yeah. So, oh my God. I remember because of my grandma and stuff like that. And I looked how she was, all frail and in bed. And yeah, her feet were swollen because of the fall and all that. But the point was that I eventually started giving it her within 2 weeks after she started taking it. And they're giving it to her. They live 2 houses over from me, so it was easy for me to go over there. And she started giving it to her. And it's funny because my friend that I guess takes care of her works there at the house. And they were watching television. All of a sudden, without noticing, she had already walked from the bed into the living room there and sat down. So she was surprised. They surprised me when she told me that. But I didn't know. As far as what myself is concerned, I had started taking it, and so happened that I had was on medication. I had my appointment before I got in, and they told me I had to start taking. For my high blood pressure, the cholesterol, metformin or whatever the pills are. And said, but I had heard also that treatment for high blood pressure damages the kidneys, And so I said, for the liver, the kidneys. And so I thought, well, I don't really want to take them. So I really didn't take them for a while. And then when I got back to the appointment, he said, oh, your levels are high. Have you been taking them? I said, well, I forget, and I don't want to.
The old song and dance.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So look, you better start taking them, because I told him, well, look, actually, my problem with it is this, is the, I hear they damage the kidneys, and I don't really want to. He said, well, look, we have pills to counteract
those pills.
The kidneys, yeah. Any problem with the kidneys, he says, but if your cholesterol builds up and blocks your artery, you get a heart attack, there's no cure for that. I said, so I said, okay, fine, I'll try it. So I started with how they wanted me every day. And so I started taking it, and within 2 weeks of that, I was urinating, and boom, some blood came out. I said, oh, hey, that's it. More for the pills, that's it, no more. That cured me from that. I stopped it, and I had been already on, on the product, taking your for like about 2-3 weeks already. And so anyway, I continued, and it so happened that I had my appointment 2 weeks after that, the follow-up. And just with 2-3 weeks on all my numbers went down, the cholesterol and the blood sugars and my blood pressure, and they went down. It's really surprising. And when I went to the doctor, and then she looks at the charts, oh, there, you see, taking those pills for cholesterol did help. I said, yeah, sure. Oh, yes, of course. It's your pills that
help me.
Yeah. No, it's your pills, not your pills. But, yeah, and it was surprising. And since back in June, because of the diabetes, I had been looking for something. And even to date now, this past 2 weeks, they got me back on the pills. I don't take the 6 that I'm supposed to be up to now. I'm only take down to 2.
Nice.
During this past months, I've been, tinkering, and I won't take any and this and that. And I think my body until actually does adjust to just one of the pills.
So you found your balance.
Yeah, I did. It's just one pill rather than 6,
So you're not rattling around.
No. And and when I like about a month and a half ago, I said I won't take any. And after that, I still take my blood. I prick myself every morning, to find out what my sugar is. And during those 2 weeks, it started going up, 240, 246. 140, 136, 142, 152. And during that week, most of them were highs. Well, okay, I'll start with one. That's how I figured it. With one pill. And with one at night, go to bed in the morning, then the sugars, they go down themselves and start falling below 120. Mm-hmm. This past 2 weeks, when I've been taking the product now regularly, and now past 2 weeks, I've been under 100, 98, 89, 91s, and 101 and that kind of stuff. Way below than they were before.
Prior to.
And not you said rattling around with many pills. I not taking that.
And now, it's great. We came out here for a climb, and I plan to do more of these. Get out here and enjoy what's really out there before you get the rat race.
Talking to outside on the way up, and there are so many places that you can't walk around.
So I can count on you to do some more walking, huh?
Let me see. So next month you said? Once a month you said?
Let's try to do it weekly.
No. I distinctly remember you saying once a month or once every 2 months. I can't remember now. You're confusing me now. At my
Just
old age.
Just because we hadn't done this for over a year.
That's what it is. Once a year is what it is. Right after Thanksgiving. That's correct. I know. I got the schedule now. Once a year after Thanksgiving. Okay, gotcha.
Let's keep it up.